Alright everybody, Dragon Gamer here, and for this video, in today's video, I'm going to just do a quick run of Punch-Out for the NES, and see how far I can make it without losing. Right here we got Glass Joe here, and Glass Joe is really fairly easy. Well, for many reasons, because he's obviously the starter boxer, but there's also a little trick that you can do where you can beat him even easier than already being the easiest boxer, so yeah. Glass Joe is the infamous bum of just like general video game. Now, if I hit him right there in the stomach, that should knock him down. Nope, I pushed. It was actually the wrong jab there. If you jab, but the whole idea is if you jab him in the stomach on the right side, depending on which, if he does shakes his hand 2 times or 4 times, if you hit him on the right side, whatever side depending, he'll instantly stay down. He's done. That was a pretty simple first fight. And we'll be moving on to the next one. That being of which is Von Kaiser. Now, Von Kaiser isn't much better than Glass Joe. In some ways, it's really interesting how, despite Glass Joe being the first boxer, he actually can be, like, easier. Well, I got hit there, which isn't really proving my point. But the whole thing is with Von Kaiser here is if you do that, if you get a star and then punch him, and use your star punch, he'll go instantly down regardless of how much health he has. And that, in a sense, I feel like makes him easier than Glass Joe per se, because, well, Glass Joe is fairly easy, because he's the first boxer, and Von Kaiser does not like me talking smack about him. But the whole thing with Von Kaiser, it's somehow easier to get stars, and just easier, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's easier to just destroy him. And he's done. Moving on. Title bout. Piston Honda. Now with Piston Honda here, he's an interesting case where he's still, like, he's a step up, a big step from the other two, but I honestly feel like in some ways he could be harder than the next boxer that comes up if you fight him properly. But that is yet to be seen. We'll get to him in a little bit. That hit there. But yeah, he's fairly standard. He does his eyebrow wings. That's his gimmick, because all these fighters have their own telegraphed moves. Knock them down. And in this case, I messed that up. But if you are able to land that, you can get an instant knockdown. All these boxers have some form of an instant knockdown. I just did a poor way of showing it. I don't know what exactly, it's inconsistent with Piston Honda, where I feel like sometimes those star punches do a lot more damage than they normally do. Than other times. I'm not too sure what determines the damage for that. going for this time. Nope. Darn. Oh. It's my first time going into the second round so far, and as a little tip, when you're low on health here, if you, in the version I'm using, if you press the minus button, it'll Doc will eat a chocolate bar, and it will recover some health of Mac. How much is random, but I don't think I'll be needing too much health in order to finish off Piston Honda this time. We will fight him again later, but again, that is we'll see if I even get there. That is. And when I do if I do manage to get there, we'll talk about it then. Anything left in you? Yes, you do. Okay. Here we go again. I don't know why I'm struggling to get that so much. I usually can get that fairly well, but there's a specific time for it. It's a whole thing. But yeah, he might be done here. Let's see. Yep, he's finished. I am now the minor circuit champion, and moving on to the next fighter, which I feel like is, in a way, if you fight him properly, well, I guess, yeah, in a certain way, at least, he is a lot easier than Piston Honda, and I feel like he could have easily taken the other spot instead of Piston Honda, but that is just me. So we got a little training sequence here, which is just really fun, and I really like what they did with this in another game. It's just really fun and really cool. That is the code to skip directly to the next fighter. The next fighter being Don Flamenco, which he is really easy if you know how to finish him off really quickly. If not, then well, he can be a little bit of a challenge, but he's still overall not that bad. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna taunt us, but if you punch him, he's gonna swing. And if you just keep going left, right, punches every single time, he will just be stuck in an infinite to where you can just hit him several times. I did not manage to get there, but it is something of note. Down, and if you were able to do it properly, unfortunately I was not able to, where I'm still doing fairly well, is if you can knock him down with under a minute, he will stay down within 2 knockdowns, which is less than the standard 3 that it takes down to knock down most boxers in this game. Yeah, just gonna wail on Don Flamenco here. Hope I messed up my infinite. It's okay, just get it back. And he's done. Fairly simple. And I hope that this is able to, maybe I'm not good at showing it, but I feel like this guy is much easier than Piston Honda was. But anyway, on to the next challenger, which is gonna be a real doozy. He gave me a lot of trouble when I was little fighting this guy. Being King Hippo. He's just... Now, with King Hippo here, he can be a little tricky to understand his telegraphs for his attacks. It's really a pattern memorization thing when it comes to this guy. The only way you can hit him is when he opens his mouth, like that. Otherwise, you cannot hit him, and the only way to do damage to him in this game is when you hit him in the stomach, because that is his weak spot. Generally, what I've learned from what I've learned about this guy, typically he punches 2 times and then he will prove me wrong, I guess. Oops. Well, there goes my first knockdown out of these guys. How appropriate, since I was hyping up this guy to give me lots of trouble when I was little, but overall he is no trouble for me. It was just a little mishap there, but once you knock him down once, he is finished for the whole match. He does not get back up. Now after this guy is another guy that would also give me a lot, and I mean a lot. He was like the bane of my existence also, other than King Hippo when I was little playing this game. That being of which is Great Tiger. My goodness, this guy. He is... Now, I'm going to show you guys the strategy on how to beat him, or at least the strategy I use, which I find the most effective. The way that he telegraphs his attacks is by the gemstone on his head, but you can just punch him, dodge, and punch him again. There's the technique I like to use, and it's fast enough, you can get a star there. But now you're going to get rid of this, that up, oopsies, I would have got that star off, but no problem. Wail on him, we'll do this for a little while. But you knock him down. And he'll come back and do the same thing for a little while. Until, if you're able to, you will get him down most of his health before he does his special move here, which is about to come up. Or not, I thought he was going to use it there, but it's not. But basically he has this spinning attack, which was really annoying, and I did not get the hang of it when I was little, but it was just really annoying. Yeah, he did not do that attack once, but he will always start off the fight with that move, so I will get to show it off regardless of him surprisingly not using it at all in that first fight, which he usually only uses it once in the first fight, unless you get knocked down, and he uses it multiple times. Here's the attack. You just have to block, I think it is 4 times, and then you land a punch on him, and he will instantly go down, regardless of how much health he has left. Back to this. Oh, no. Okay. Or maybe he is okay. I was a little confused at what he's trying to do here. But, yeah. This is pretty much a lot of what Great Tiger has to show, and this guy was a major roadblock for me when I was younger. But he is hardly anything to talk about now. He might get up, he may not after that. Nope. There he goes. Okay. So let's see what you got, Great Tiger. How do you want to finish this fight? Nope, I'm gonna finish off one more time with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. So I guess the magic number for that could be 4, it could be 5. I don't really know exactly how many. I just counted it that one time to see. But just in general, you just want to duck and block his attacks until you see him dizzy and just land a face punch. Because if you do not land a face punch on him, he will block your attack. Now for the next title bout is Bald Bull. This is potentially where I could potentially lose here. I am not sure. We'll see how this goes. But Bald Bull is a real big problem. Has his rolling jabs that he uses, which can be really tough to get used to for the first time. Oop, he got my star punch. Bald Bull is, I think, the first boxer in this game that can actually avoid your star punches, which can be kind of annoying. But he has these hooks and also the rolling jabs, which, as I mentioned, can be a little annoying for a first time, but you can get used to them. It's just going to take practice at getting good at, like, avoiding them. Really not really good. Got me off my game there for a second. Ooh. As I said, this could be potentially my stopping point for this video and my run here. But, we'll see. Ease past Bald Bull, which it seems like I may not be able to pull out the special move yet, which is the Bull Charge, which is a really annoying attack, and yeah, I can dodge. Okay, I got, yeah, you can either dodge it there, or if you are able to counter it in time, you can instantly knock it down. But I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to last here. I'm low on health, I have 2 knockdowns, yep, there it goes. But yeah, that is my run of the NES Punch-Out. I wanted to see how far I can make it, and if you lose in a title bout, as Bald Bull here, this is what it'll do. It'll send you back to Great Tiger. But I think I'm done for now. Thank you for watching. If you are watching this. And yeah, let me know if you want to see me try to get further, or what else you want to see me do. Alright guys, Dragon Gamer out.